It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Hurricanes offense making their way on the field to open this game. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
The shotgun, he hands it off. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Near the sticks, it's Winton. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a shotgun run call. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Hurricanes line it up with 1st and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. mistakes, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The turn begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Seminoles offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. Testing the right side here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Makes a quick catch. The reception gets about 7 yards with fourth down coming up here.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. The Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. We'll see if the takeaway stands.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Seminoles, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Picks up the first and still running. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. First and still going. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And now the handoff. It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
New center down to the offense, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. but here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage. Not
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's running out of time here, and it's complete with a shuttle pass, and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Chambers. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And that run produces a decent gain. The Canes looking to cash in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 36 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. And they jump back in front. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Foster. Wow, juked the first tackler. That was enough to make the 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking right. This one caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on 3rd down now? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Well, makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. An impressive spin there. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooling at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job.
A deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Canes will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. The receiver grabs it. Jukes to get past the man. They finally catch the freshman after leading the defense on a chase.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That one sails incomplete. He threw it too far. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Throws it to the right, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will send the punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Miami offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. They finally make the stop, but it's 1st and goal at the 5.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on the 3rd down play? They'll try to run this one in. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
24-17. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. And they shake off that mistake and get it going here. Takes the handoff on the counter play. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Nice grab. It's Winton. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the receiver's got it. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Running out of time in the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he's intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Points in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A great catch and run for 6. And now the try here for the extra point.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards. It's a touchdown.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. And the Noles look to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Touchdown, Seminoles. And that will give them the lead now.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Defense showing blitz here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Winton. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum.
He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Ball handed off. He's bringing it back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Pass caught, second down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Running with purpose. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
That gain moves the ball to the 17, first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Working clock with the ground game. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Receiver makes the catch. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting closer, but now it's third down. Can they punch it in from the 2? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Running back grabs it on the screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Back-to-back deep shots. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's complete on the crossing route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they had to have the touchdown there, but now they got to get the ball back and score again for a chance to go to the national championship game.
They're keeping their hope alive on that sideline. That's all you can ask for. The season's on the line. You mentioned it. Trying to get to the national championship. It's time to make a big-time play here on an onside kick.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Leaning on the run game here late. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air?
Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but that first down should secure their spot in the national championship game. They come to the line in victory formation. We're going to run out the clock and secure the W. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.